Paul Georgie from Allendale on March 9th, 2010. We got grain market's going to open lower here this morning the way it looks right now. The outside markets are set up for a lower opening in grains. Dollar right now up 35, crude down 138, gold down $12 at this point, which is certainly carrying over into the attitude and the mindset of the grain traders. We've got corn expected 2 to 4 lower, 3 to 6 lower in soybeans, 2 to 5 lower in the wheat. Information and facts that are happening in the world this morning. You've got number one is a USDA report coming out tomorrow morning at 7:30, looking at world production. South American crops are going to, everybody's going to be focused on that. And it appears like we're going to have an increase, a further increase in South American corn and soybean production. And that's going to overshadow the slight adjustments probable in the U.S. ending stocks as the USDA revisits the adjustments that in production that they made and could make because of the late harvest of some of these crops. And Rich Nelson here in our office has talked to the people in USDA, and the USDA says they just haven't had the time to get out and actually contact all 6 states that have got the most grain left in the field. So how much of an adjustment will they make is the big question. We don't believe it'll be a big adjustment right now. The biggest report that we've got coming up is the one at the end of the month. You've got quarterly stocks report, and you've got the planted acreage report for corn and soybeans. Now, that report will give us the first chance of looking at usage and test weight. I mean, we've had so many calls of producers concerned about test weight and what kind of production. Did we really have that many bushels? Yes, we had that many bushels, but what about the quality? We're not going to see that until we see the actual usage and how many bushels it takes to produce that pound of pork, pound of beef, or gallons of ethanol. So those are things that are coming ahead of us. But this morning it doesn't really matter. I think this morning we got trade looking at the outside markets, and let's just go with the flow. That suggests selling. Let's sell it. We're near chart support in the corn and even in the soybeans. Those markets are very near oversold conditions. So before the report, it looks like people could even up and see some downward pressure on this thing here today. We do have turnaround Tuesday. We were up a little bit yesterday, down a little bit today. I mean, all those factors go into putting some pressure on this market. And really doesn't surprise us that we've got some pressure here. And for the longer term players going into the summer, you may want to look at buying some calls down in here, because calls are getting cheap enough right now. Do some call spreads. Call the Allendale representative and see what kind of opportunities that we see ahead for you and how we can position ourselves. If you made some good cash sales, you might want to re-own a little bit of it, and options to take advantage of that. We'd be happy to discuss that with you, and give us a call here at 800-262-7538. Over in the livestock complex, cash cattle, we've got offers right now to sell cattle in the south at 94 to 95. There is no bids out here this morning. Packers are kind of sitting back, waiting to see where this market's going. With a big rush on cattle prices that we had yesterday and fund buying, if we can maintain that support in this futures market, then it's very likely we're going to see cash cattle trade higher this week, up into that $93, $94 range. But if for some reason we back off here, funds decide to take some profits, you could see this cattle market traded unchanged just as easy as we go through the week. Cutout values were down in choice, down 30 cents. Select was unchanged. The demand situation at these prices and cutout values is still a problem and still a hurdle that we have to get through. So the longer we can stay up here and the longer we can stay current, that means more to us down the road and better prices. But we're in a time frame right now where over the next 2 weeks, you've got to be careful and got to be watching the possibilities that we could be topping this cattle market. So watch the Allendale comments on the Allendale Research Center for more details there. Our strategies in the livestock are taking advantage of these run in prices and using them as a hedging opportunity here in the cattle complex. In the pork, cutout values were down 99 cents there. Russia did confirm that they did make a deal with the U.S. on pork. We still have the poultry situations hanging out there, and we really need to get that cleaned up in order to provide support to this pork complex. But we haven't got any details on where that's at this point in time. So if you got any questions, give us a call. We'd certainly try to help answer those questions for you. We've got some seats available yet for our conference. We've got a conference in Ames, meeting in Ames here this morning, and we've got a meeting in Lincoln, Nebraska this afternoon. Check our website for all the details on that. And then we've got a meeting in Iowa City tomorrow afternoon. So there's a few more left on our tour of meetings that we've got for the spring. If you want to go to any of those, give us a call. We can get you a seat, and we'd love to have you. We wish everybody a very successful trading day, and good luck. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning. Thank you.